going back to Saturday, how are things kind of progressing now as we get into the second full week?
Yeah, that's it. It's your transition from that first full week into the second full week, a couple days in full pads, and thought the guys bounced back well today, but this week is really the telltales, as far as separating some things, and you probably saw a little bit of that today, just from position battles, those type of things, because most of our package is in, and for now it's just kind of seeing who can execute it the best.
All right. What position groups or individuals are starting to separate themselves, whether it's even for starting jobs or even depth-wise at this point in your mind?
Well, I can't speak for the defense real well. I know on offense, you're looking at those backup running backs. How's that all going to sort out? I know that. I know up front, how is that the left guard situation going to sort out? Who's going to be our third tackle? Those type of things. I think receiver-wise, again, just seeing day after day who can make plays, who can be counted on. And I think on defense, I'm sure they would say the same thing. I mean, each position group has some experience, but it's got some guys that are unproven, and we got to test them through the course of this week.
Who's in the mix for that third tackle spot? Who are you looking at?
Well, I think the depth chart says it. It's Frank Crum, it's Gavin Danaski, who moved over from defense. I've been pleased with Frank's progress. Missed most of spring ball, but been pleased with his progress. And I think we got some guys we could put back out there that have played a little bit of tackle too, but we'd like it to be guys set in that position. And right now, like I said, Frank and Gavin are kind of the ones fighting for it.
Are there any of those three freshman running backs that are standing out? Is there any sort of pecking order among those guys at this point?
Well, we'll look at the tape today. Yeah. I think you're searching for consistency, but more so you're searching for guys that can make a guy miss. And that's, we haven't tackled really at all, but they've done some things in some isolated drills. And, I think the course of this week, it'll settle itself out. I think both Titus and Alfonso have been out there every day while DeWine hasn't. And because of that, they certainly have an edge.
Brent, how would you kind of assess where your quarterbacks are right now? I'm sure, I know camp's not over. There's still work to be done, but are you about where you thought they'd be? Maybe not quite or ahead? How would you kind of assess it to this point?
I think making progress. I think both guys still have plenty to learn. And what you want to see is weekly progress. Sometimes you want it all to happen in a snap of a finger, but I do think we're moving along now that all the offense is mostly in. I know the defense is bringing a lot of stuff at us. We got to continue to respond, and the biggest thing that we're looking for is, okay, which guy is going to be consistent, which guy is going to make the good decisions, which guy is not going to make the same mistake twice, all those things, and ultimately, who brings the best playmaking to the table.
No, I know we talked before where obviously both of them are experienced. They've won games here, but they're still young. So has there been those moments in camp where maybe the consistency isn't there, where it's one step forward, one step back, so to speak, or has it been fairly consistent? I
think if you take a look at every day's been okay, but there's been moments, some little stretches and practices from here to here, it's where it's not what you want, and that's what you can't have at that position. You can't have guys that will go in a shell or will melt down. And we need to fight through those situations because you're going to make some mistakes. That's just the way it's going to go, and you got to be able to bounce back and go make the next play.
Did you get out of today's practice and even Saturday healthy for the most part?
Yeah, I think so. Again, I'm pretty locked in on the offensive side of the ball. I think we walked off pretty healthy from what I could see, and I'll let Coach speak to any injuries that have piled up.
Is DeWine dealing with some sort of injury? You said he wasn't out there all the time.
Just a muscle issue. Okay. This thing kept him out. He was back out there today.
Okay.